Good morning and welcome to Sunnyside News, where we bring you only the most positive and interesting information from the heart of Florida right here in Polk County. Today is Friday, June 10th, 2016. I would like to welcome everyone. Sunnyside News is sponsored by Nature's Place, home of the Key Network and Speech Therapy Services. Moving right into the good news items that I found this week, the first one comes to you from Australia. Now it is about achondroplasia, which is a form of dwarfism that 5-year-old Caden Bales has. Now he has come to realize his differences, unfortunately, after being bullied by other children to the point that his self-esteem and confidence were very low, and he actually became depressed. Well, it took a rescue dog named Buddy to change all of that. You see, Buddy also has the same condition. So now Caden is not only more comfortable and accepting of himself, but he will even explain to people that he and Buddy have the same condition. What a win-win situation. You know, it is the end of the school year with all of the students looking forward to move ahead, and while 5th grader Cody Dortch began planning for his move on to the 6th grade all the way back to last fall when he began saving his allowance, taking on odd jobs, and saving his Christmas money. And he had decided last fall to thank all of his 5th grade teachers by taking them out to dinner. How great. Now he saved $200 so that he could invite all 7 of his teachers to thank them for all of their hard work. Hats off to you. Another good news item I would like to tell you about is about British military veteran Leslie Binns, who was just 12 hours away from reaching his goal of ascending Mount Everest. When his fellow climber Sunita Hazra ran out of oxygen, she collapsed and began actually sliding back down the slope. Well, Binns subsequently ran after her, gave her one of his spare oxygen tanks, and then escorted her back down the summit to an aid station, not only selflessly giving up his own goal, but risking his own life in getting her back down through a long, dangerous, and bitterly cold night. Now, Hazra's family has repeatedly thanked him, for Sunita would not have survived had he not done this. Another story I would like to share with you today is actually another graduation story, and it comes from New York. Bianca Janot is 22 years old, and she graduated from the College of New Rochelle with a 3.8 GPA. Well, if that's not impressive enough, it's what she went through. Now, her family has lived in homeless shelters for the past 7 years, and her mother died, unfortunately, when she was just 18 years old, leaving her the guardian of her 2 brothers, both of whom have disabilities. Now, she worked up to 4 different jobs and still found time to be active on campus in different organizations. There's only one way to look, and that's forward, she said, and she's hoping to make a career in animal welfare. Hats off to you. Speaking of commencement, if you're looking to give a recent graduate a most unique graduation gift, think about making a charitable contribution to any number of worthy organizations out there in the graduate's name. And trust me, there are so many organizations out there that need help, and it will really mean much more than any type of possible pen set you could hope to give this person or for them to receive. Moving right along to the events of the weekend, I would like to tell you about the Florida Festival of Flavor and Fire. Now, this will happen on the 11th and 12th in Lakeland, and it will feature producers of hot sauce, salsa, rubs, dips, and other marinades. And again, this is being held in the Lakeland Center. Also happening on the 11th in downtown Bartow is the Antique Fair. This is from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now, this is a free event for you. You can get more information by calling 863-519-0508. I would also like to tell you about an event happening on the 11th. It's the summer celebration at the Central Florida Visitor Center. That is right here in Davenport. That's going to be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is also a free event. There's going to be local vendors and theme park representatives with tickets. There'll be children's activities and much, much more. You can get more information by calling 863-420-2586. As usual, I would like to wrap up today's program by giving you a nice quote, and that quote goes, "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose." And as not surprisingly, that was said back in the day by Dr. Seuss. So that is our program for today. Thank you so much for joining me for Sunnyside News. Go out, have a great weekend, and I will see you next week for another edition of Sunnyside News. Bye for now.